Russia continues to increase the intensity of its attacks on the Ukrainian capital in an effort to quickly end the war. During Tuesday, March 15, 2012, Kiev continues to be pounded with long-range weapons. 2 people are reported to have died when a missile hit a residential area west of Kiev. Ukraine's emergency services said a 16-story apartment building was badly damaged by gunfire, which was followed by a fire. Separate attacks caused damage to 9 LT buildings in the district. At least 4 residential buildings in the Ukrainian capital were attacked. On Tuesday morning, residential areas in the northeast and west of the city continued to be shelled for about an hour. Russian troops also reportedly shelled the main factory of the inactive Antonov airline. This facility houses the second unfinished Tu-25 Mriya aircraft in height. The Russian attack forced local authorities to extend the curfew, which was in effect from Tuesday at 8 o'clock in the evening and will last until Thursday at 7 in the morning. That means 2 days and 2 nights during which a curfew has been imposed in Kiev. But only at night between 8:00 and 7:00 residents will be prohibited from leaving their homes without special permission. Local authorities ask all residents to be prepared for reality. They have to stay at home or in shelters for 2 days. Monday night's attack has also caused major damage to the airport in the eastern Ukrainian city of Dnipro. The runway of the airport was destroyed as well. Russian troops continue to surround, while commercial satellite imagery shows that a group of Russian naval vessels positioned off the west coast is cramped. Most have remained in place. There have been fears over the last weeks that the Kremlin might launch a new offensive along Ukraine's Black Sea coastline. The attack included an amphibious landing as part of an attempt to capture the port city of Odessa. But so far it has not materialized, but a Russian naval amphibious warship and its head arrived in Berdyansk. Russian troops captured the port city on the Sea of Azov on February 27, 2022, in just a few days after the invasion began. Russian troops in Berdyansk exhibit captured Ukrainian hardware, including about 10 naval and Coast Guard vessels. The situation in Kiev could become increasingly critical, but Ukrainian troops are confident they can defend the capital. 2 Ukrainian generals are responsible for the defense of this kafir. Andriy Krasenko and Sergei Brin-Wing told the BBC. Their troops continued to struggle hard to keep the Russian artillery out of its attack range. They also explained why they believe the capital had powers that would make the difference against Russia. They were aware of the growing pressure in recent days. A number of buildings were badly damaged, but according to both of them there were still many areas untouched by Russian weaponry, the 2 generals also said. The Russian invasion has not shown any signs of achieving the results that Vladimir Putin had hoped for. In fact, the Ukrainian troops began to counterattack against a number of places controlled by Russia. Ukrainian troops attacked the Kherson air base, which had been boiled by Russia. Earlier satellite images of the planet Lex showed the attack destroyed a number of Russian helicopters and caused other damage. Some reports say at least 3 Russian helicopters were destroyed in the attack. This is the second major Ukrainian attack in as many weeks on the Kherson airbase, as Russian troops first claimed to have taken control of the Kherson, which occupies a strategic location on the north side of the Denny Square. 2 weeks ago, from satellite image taken on March 15, 2022, 13:35 local time, showing several large flames of burning helicopters, can also be clearly seen in one of the base sections of thick black smoke rising at various points. This may cover other damage. Beyond what it appears to be another fire blazing beneath the plumes of smoke, indicating core infrastructure at the base has also been damaged or destroyed. A number of other small fires broke out in the vicinity of the base. Reports of this attack began to emerge on Wednesday, March 16, 2022, but heat maps normally used to track forest fires also showed there were a significant number of fires at the airfield. Previous satellite imagery showed that Russian troops had moved dozens helicopter to Kherson Air Base. After taking control of the city, edition pictures taken on February 28 went to, and a very large number of Russian vehicles were there. Although it is not known what kind of weapons the Ukrainian troops may have used. In this attack there are indications they used arterial rockets to attack the Kherson Air Base on March 7, 2022. 2 Ukrainian officials claimed to have destroyed 30 helicopters in an attack on the base. But the satellite images that later emerged showed the clamps were unproven and the damage from the attacks was fairly limited despite the level of damage caused by both attacks. Still not clear, it seems. Russia suffered significant losses in both cases. This attack also shows that Ukraine still has the ability to fight Russian forces. It was not only Ukraine that counterattacked. Russia also retaliated against sanctions from the United States Kremlin. On Tuesday imposed sanctions against a number of American officials, including Joy and the President of the United States. United States, Anthony Pinten, Secretary of Agriculture with Austin and Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Magny, as well as National Security Advisor by and Jack Sullivan, Director CIA Benz, a spokesman for the White House. From the former United States Secretary of State Hillary Clinton.